Solana versus Ethereum, two of the most powerful smart contract platforms in the crypto space. Both insanely fast, both have massive ecosystems, and both promise to scale the future of finance, gaming, and Web3. But the truth is, they couldn't be more different. And if you're thinking about investing in either of them, or you're building on top of one, you need to understand why they're so different. So let's break this down. First, let's talk Ethereum, the OG smart contract platform. Launched in 2015 by Vitalik Buterin and his crew, Ethereum was the first blockchain to allow developers to create decentralized applications, or dApps, on top of its network. It introduced smart contracts to the world, and it paved the way for DeFi, NFTs, DAOs, all of it. But Ethereum had one major flaw. It wasn't built to scale. In its original proof of work version, Ethereum could only process around 15 transactions per second. Compare that to Visa's 24,000 transactions per second, and you could see the issue. That's why we saw $200 gas fees during bull markets. If you ever tried minting an NFT or swapping a token on Uniswap at peak times, you probably paid more in fees than you did for the actual token. So the Ethereum team knew it needed to evolve, which brings us to Ethereum 2.0. The Ethereum network is now proof of stake. It merged from proof of work in September 2022. Reducing its energy consumption by over 99%. That's great for the environment, but scalability still needs help. So Ethereum is betting on something called rollups. These are layer 2 solutions like Arbitrum, Optimism, and ZK Sync that process transactions off-chain and then post them back to Ethereum. It's like building highways around a busy city to reduce downtown traffic. This lets Ethereum stay decentralized and secure while rollups handle speed and cost. Now, let's talk Solana. Solana launched in 2020, and it took a completely different approach. Instead of building on a base layer and outsourcing scalability to rollups, Solana built a high-speed monolithic chain, meaning everything happens on one chain. Transactions, smart contracts, execution, validation, all of it happens in one place with one global state. Solana can process up to 65,000 transactions per second, with average fees under a penny. And it uses a novel mechanism called proof of history to order transactions efficiently. This speed made Solana the go-to platform for DeFi trades, NFT mints, and high volume applications. But there's a catch. Solana's been criticized for being too decentralized. The hardware requirements for running a validator are intense, meaning only big players can afford to do it. And the network has suffered several outages over the years, including multiple full stops in 2022. That damaged trust, but since then, the Solana team has improved stability with upgrades and network rewrites. Okay, so which one is better? It depends on what you care about. If you value decentralization, Ethereum wins. Its node count, history, developer support, and security make it the king of smart contract platforms. But if you want blazing fast speeds and near zero fees, Solana's hard to beat. Now let's talk ecosystems. Ethereum has Uniswap, Aave, OpenSea, Lido, and thousands of other dApps. It's the dominant DeFi and the NFT hub. Solana has Jupiter, Magic Eden, Marinade, and Phantom Wallet, and it's carving out a niche in mobile with the Saga phone and the Solana mobile stack. Another difference, culture. Ethereum devs tend to be more academic, security focused, and long-term builders. Solana's community feels younger, faster moving, and more experimental. It's like the difference between Silicon Valley and a hacker house in Miami. So what should you do as an investor? Well, here's what I'm doing. I keep Ethereum as my core long-term layer 1 play because I trust its decentralization, network effect, and regulatory moat. But I also hold some Solana because if it continues to grow and nails its stability issues, the upside is crazy. Solana's already bounced back from the FTX collapse, rebuilt trust, and regained momentum in NFTs and DeFi, and that's a big deal. Final thing to remember, this isn't a winner-take-all game. Ethereum and Solana can coexist, just like Apple and Android or Mac and PC. Different tools for different users. As crypto evolves, the best tech will win where it matters, in user adoption and developer traction, and in real-world use. So if you're watching this trying to pick a side, just remember, you don't have to. Diversify, stay curious, understand the trade-offs, and keep building, even if it's ugly. And I'll see you tomorrow.